So, last time, the party was traveling from Reitberg to Hartenschen after having activated the lithogate that was down in the Boiling Swamps. You jumped up to the Great Vale, so you're now back in Ville, finally, after a long stint outside. And now you're making your way, and I believe we ended with you guys arriving in the city of Hartenschen. So here you are. Push that map. Welcome back to Hartenschen, guys. It's been a while.
Such a gorgeous map.
You arrive through the Soothgate. On that final day's approach, basically from the crossroads on to Hartenschen, so that last day's journey, I want everyone to make me a perception check for that.
That is a 19 on Vera's side.
Nice. Oh, 26.
All right.
Damn, a 22. I feel good.
Yeah. Good stuff. All right. Vera, you notice, so does Lovette, you notice that Karis is sitting in the front of the carriage with Sol, and they're hanging on to them physically.
I thought, didn't you just tell me in the spa that you had some kind of condition that you can't touch or something?
Mm-hmm. I did. I think it's gone. She reaches her hand out to you.
Vera
Soul
will
starts
touch
to
it.
put... Oh, you do?
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
Make a fortitude save.
All right.
Oh, no.
That one.
Oh, fuck.
no! Oh, shit!
All right.
I'd like to point out that Petra rolled an at 1 when he and Karish kissed. I'd like to see what happens now.
Yeah.
Well, Vera, it wasn't like a kiss or anything, so it wasn't like a close, intimate contact, but it was still like touching hands. So the reaction is quite bad. You're going to take a little bit of damage here.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. You take 19 points of damage
Oh,
from
Okay.
that, and you kind of feel pretty nauseous, and you're bleeding from the face.
So Vera will-
Just in general.
Quickly. Just, ah!
Karis is like freaks out. Oh my god! I'm so sorry!
So just slowly lowers Karis's hand and goes back to driving the cart.
Vera will heal herself.
Oh, Karis can channel on that one.
No, she can't. Not today.
So, yeah,
I
no, you're right.
Inside the carriage, but I rolled pretty well on the perception. Do I notice any of this?
You hear screeching.
Do we have like a window between?
We have a
us?
little peek hole.
I imagine there's like a
I'm
door
gonna
or something, yeah.
Go and be like, what is going on?
Vera touched Karis.
Like,
Oh, this is my
Yeah.
fault now?
Petra says, ooh.
Is Petra riding next to us on Chisel, or is he in the cart this time?
He's running
Oh,
on Chisel.
I'm still riding on Chisel.
Great.
Karis is going to try to untangle themselves from Soul because they think that they're going to hurt Soul somehow, or that something's wrong.
No. It's okay, Karis.
I don't What?
We talked about this. It's just me, remember? Soul's still driving the cart. I'm just a little bit stronger now.
Petra, while riding forward, turns his head and kind of cocks his eyebrow, just, Not judging, just very curious.
Look, lots of people are curious about me, Petra. You're not the first.
Well, hold on.
Not likely
What was
to be
all
the
that about?
What?
I was just told that she could touch people and...
No, she
Clearly.
was lying. I tried to explain to her that it's just me. And we talked about this.
Soul's making a stop talking motion to Karis.
Karis stops talking.
And just Soul lets their arm out for Karis and continues driving. Again.
So Vera's just going to start wiping the blood out from under her eye. That's great.
Yeah, let's just keep going like we normally do. And pretend this never happened.
Boy, what is happening though? Let's not just pretend.
Nothing!
You can't just say nothing's happening when you're clearly something's happening.
I am driving a cart.
I'm going to make a sense motive.
Do you not plus that so?
That is an 11.
You don't sense shit.
I don't sense nothing. Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to do sense motive because clearly something's happening.
Yeah, I mean, clearly something's up. You don't need
Yes.
a sense motive check to know that. Clearly something fucky is going on.
So you're just not going to tell us that this is...
Yep.
Vera squints at Soul. Fine.
You have your secrets, I have mine. You tell me something and I'll tell you mine.
I don't have any secrets.
Yeah, I know.
Don't tell me. You just not trust me.
I trust everyone within a reasonable amount. I'm just trying to get us to Hartenshin so we can soon enough get all the potions we may need, visit Lovette's grandpappy. Maybe Archie will feel better when we visit him, hopefully.
Vera's going to keep on steering the other horse.
Am I getting harsh side-eye?
No, Vera's just not looking at you.
Oh, I made Vera upset.
Alright, so back to the Hartenshin map. You guys are back to the big city that you started at so very, very long ago. You've entered the Sooth Gate. What would you all like to do?
So what plans does everyone have here?
I was going to do my last bit of a small performance at Symphonia's amphitheater for a little bit, as well as go to the Central Bazaar to get some potions. What about you guys?
Do you want to see Ziva?
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Ziva? Are you sure?
Siva's kind of like my maybe girlfriend, maybe ex.
Ooh, you don't know?
No.
We left in a holly.
And kind of didn't come back for a while.
She's a good person, though, even if she pretends not to be.
Either way, we have to make sure that we are prepared for facing against Clarv.
Agreed.
So if there's anything that anyone can do here that would help with that, make sure to do that. Alright?
Aye aye.
I say we should meet at Siva's. It's the one place we usually go.
Oh, Petrie, come here. I'll tell you where to go. Let me get a map out.
And Soul directs Petrie where certain areas are, explains vaguely the area where the Heartstrings Taproom is, and explains there's a city park in the area in case he wants to do that as well. Oh, and talks about the Central Bazaar.
Alright. Who wants to go first?
Alright, I'll go first, just because I have a quick thing to get.
Alright, where are you doing, Vera?
Vera's going to go to any market district. I don't know if there's multiple or not, but
Sure.
she's going to pick up a 500 gold piece worth beaded necklace.
Okay.
She's going to buy that.
What sort of beads are you looking for?
It is a 500 gold piece prayer bead set.
Gotcha. It's made of the finest items and beads you can find for that much money. It's extremely fancy.
Alright.
So yeah, go ahead and deduct 500 gold and add a exquisite prayer beads to your character sheet.
Alright. Thank you.
And Petra's gonna ride Chisel off into the city park. And
I thought you were going to say sunset for some reason.
Alright, sure, bye.
Bye, Felicia.
peace out, y'all. Good luck.
Okay, you ride Chisel to the city park.
And I hop off and let him graze and frolic. Hey,
Is he a frolicking type of elk?
he is sassy, but he has been a tiny stone elk, and you know what? Wants to stretch his legs.
I think he got his leg stretches on the 4-day travel it took to get here. He's currently looking around, and he doesn't like the fact that he's surrounded by buildings. Kind of looks at you and snorts.
I know, but we've been charged to take care of them. They have to go here first.
He's gonna love the castle.
Is Petra doing anything?
He's gonna hang out in the forest and pray.
Okay.
There's nothing.
It's not really. It's not much of a forest. It's a park. It's not much of a forest.
He'll take what he can get.
Okay. So Lovette, Soul.
I'll go then.
All right.
So, in the bazaar, I know we got a couple of different potions when we were with the Telic boy.
Mm-hmm.
However, I know this is probably stupid, but as the DM, what would you advise I get in addition to the potions we got?
You do have a fair number of healing potions. Potions are well and good, but they are not the cheapest use of healing magic. They're kind of expensive per charge.
Okay.
Typically, if you wanted to get something that was more bang for your buck and have a lot more uses, you could go the route of having a wand.
A wand?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could have a wand. You could either purchase one or have one made that would cover, say, a wand of Cure Moderate Wounds.
Really?
Yeah.
It would have 50 charges.
Can I get a conductor's wand with Cure Moderate Wounds?
Yes.
How much would that be?
Pure joy in your voice. That's pretty cool, too, I gotta admit. It's like Wind Waker.
I was like, how could Soul dance with a wand? And I was like, wait the fuck up. I'm a bard! Conductor's wand!
A wand that contains a level 2 spell would cost 4,500 gold, I believe.
Alright, I'm taking out of my reserves.
And by that, you mean...
What was supposed to be Marcus's?
Of course.
Hey, I gave Vera money.
True.
I would have had enough otherwise. You're welcome.
Does Vera enjoy that? Who knows?
Well,
We all keep our
sell some of
secrets.
those fucking potions. And
There you go, 45. Yeah, you also have some items you might want to sell if you guys look in the party inventory. There's quite a bit of things in there that you can get rid of if you'd like.
We keep
All
them
right.
for sentimental reasons.
That's what it seems
Yeah.
like.
so the sentiment.
That's what
stuff
Soul
is
did.
powerful. I got to admit.
Look, it is in the party's inventory. So
Yeah.
if you want to do it as Lovette, go for it. Soul would not do this.
All I would request is
You literally can grab any of them.
after the park, Petravian and Chisel head off to find the cart, and it was mentioned to him about a cloak of resistance, and he would like to utilize that if possible. So he tries to get it.
So, I think Lovette, before she heads out, is going to gather Marcus's things. So, his headband, his armor, his sling staff, his kilt, and the cloak as well. And so, if you went for the cloak, then she'd try and stop you from taking it.
I was told this was available to be
You'll
used.
tell you to belong.
And why is that?
Because I need these.
For
It's none of your business. Gotcha.
I don't know what you think you're doing,
That's
But it would
fine.
be-
I know what I'm doing.
but it would be useful for me to utilize this.
It would be more useful to everyone else. I do all this what I'm going to do.
How do you propose we solve this problem?
Hey, you leave me alone, and I don't bring a horde of machines to rip your arms off.
Damn. Damn.
How's everybody
I was
doing?
wondering why it was snowing outside. It got cold in here.
It's getting cold in here.
So cold.
So put on all your clothes.
I am getting quite cold. I'm gonna put more clothes on.
Yay! Good job.
By the way, how tall is Lovette?
She's 3'6", right?
Yeah, she's huge.
Yeah, just hunting height. 3'6".
Just remind her that Petra's 7'1".
Sure, sure.
So just
Physical height has surprisingly little bearing on power in this world.
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
much. No,
Archibald's
yeah.
only, what, 13 feet tall?
Yeah, thereabout.
No, 13 feet and 4 inches, my bad.
Very important that you count this 4 inches.
Now, would Petra know how Lovette calls these machines?
So, let's not gonna wait around this long. She's just gonna...
No, okay, hold on. This is
Screwy
how
as the player was asking how.
This is how I process things. I'm asking, how would Petravian understand how Lovette...
Understand? Absolutely not.
I mean, like, technically speaking, Lovette doesn't even understand it.
Pretty much, yeah.
She's just like, I don't know, I ask robots to get here and they get here and I'm cool with
I
that.
throw some pieces together and they become robots. What do you want?
Yeah. She has, like, Doctor Who shit on her side.
Yeah.
She's just like, they're bigger in one dimension. It's hard to explain.
So as we both are holding the Cloak of Resistance, Petravian bends down and says, "You talk very large for someone very small," and then flicks her in the head.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
shit.
What? Racist.
Oh my god.
Kick his ass, Lovette!
Do I need to pull up a combat battle map?
You might have to.
Oh god.
This is going down in town, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are in the cart! Oh, don't kill our horses!
I'll be careful for the horses.
Thank you.
And passerbys, maybe not so much property.
Oh boy.
Alright, hold on. Let me get a fucking street map going.
I am so
So-
excited that this gets to happen. I've wanted, like, I get to do the Vera thing, but it's canonical.
I would like to request that Soul is at the amphitheater while this is taking place.
Quick question:
What's
Where
up?
is Burr and where is Karis?
You do not see Burr. Burr has actually been oddly absent the last day, and Karis was going to travel with Soul. Karis has been somewhat inseparable for the last day.
Oh boy.
So, here's a map. This is a reasonable view of part of the market district that you guys are in. We'll say there's a temple there on the left side of the map. There's a couple market stalls around. I'm going to go ahead and add your carriage.
This is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, sit back and watch. This is about to get fucking crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm actually dumbfounded.
You're at loss for words.
Yeah, right? It's fucking crazy.
Hey, I'm excited. This is going to be interesting.
Alright, so we got Petravian and Lovette. They're over there by the carriage. Put Chisel somewhere nearby. Oh my god. Alright, so let me clear initiative. Alright, so what happened is Petravian flicks Lovette in the head, I believe is how it was phrased. In the face, in the head.
Just
After,
like insulting.
Forehead.
yeah,
Racist, one might say.
yeah. There's a pretty after saying that they're very small and they shouldn't mess with someone so large. So after making
No,
a
I
physically
didn't say
threatening,
that.
Yes, you did.
I said you talk very big for someone so small.
Racist.
followed by face flick.
Racist.
Oh, it straight up is. So Lovette, what are you going to do about this?
I want to summon a Ankylosaurus
Okay,
directly behind, or augmented Ankylosaurus, I should say.
of course.
But Chisel's kind of there. How does that work?
Well,
You want it on top.
I would like that, but I don't think that's how it works. But like directly behind me.
All right. So you summon an Ankylosaur. In that case, you have a move action, and then the Ankylosaur can also act immediately.
Lovette had moved behind the dinosaur.
Yeah, thank you.
Lovette did a 5-foot step to get to the right of the Ankylosaur.
Weave
Yeah.
around his legs a little bit.
Yeah.
That was an angry girl.
Right now, yeah, pretty angry.
I mean, I'm not going to dish out any blame here.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and roll initiatives since this has officially become combat.
Where did you decide you were, Vera?
I'm at some other market district.
Okay.
One that sells good quality prayer beads.
Okay. So for that Ankylosaur, go ahead and have it make its attacks that you wish to make. Also, you can set Petravian as being flat-footed currently.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 23, and that's going to hit. That will hit a flat-footed Petravian. In fact, that would hit even a non-flat-footed Petravian.
Yeah.
Okay, so you roll 28 damage against Petravian. Petravian, I need you to make a Fortitude save.
Sure. That is a 17.
That's not enough. You are going to be dazed, which means you can take no action, but take no penalty to your AC for 1 round.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Jesus.
Oh, by the way, there are people screaming and running away.
Mm-hmm.
Chisel, what are you doing?
He is going to just straight attack.
All right.
He will hooves, 12 and a 23.
Okay, that's 1 hit. Go ahead and roll damage. You also can gore as well.
Yep. That is a 9.
Okay.
That is a 31.
All right, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. You do 12 damage from the goring. Okay. Let's go down the initiative order here. Petravian, it's your turn, but you're dazed and can take no actions.
Okay.
Round 2 begins. Lovette.
So, I'm going to pull out Archibald's Spear.
Okay.
I'm going to activate the override that I installed, summon Eidolon as the spell,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to toss the spear to the other side of Petravian. If I can place him somewhere that he will not destroy what looks like a parasol or market stall, that would be ideal.
It's a tent there, yeah. Okay. Cast Summon Eidolon, and suddenly Archibald, his sphere rolls out in a much faster time frame than it has in the past.
And, oh, jeez, tell him to kill me.
Alright. And do you have any move actions you'd like to take on your turn?
Maybe 5-foot step a little bit deeper into the comfort of this anchor.
Yeah, I was going to say, 5-foot step away from a warrior class is never a great place to be. Big talk for someone within full attack range. Alright, so you take a 5-foot step further away, and that's going to end your turn. That takes us back to the Ankylosaur. What's he doing?
It's gonna... Sorry for this, Skrewy. It's gonna wail on Chisel.
Okay.
Oh, poor Chisel.
Well, Chisel... It proved that he's going to attack this thing until it breaks, so it's gonna have to defend itself.
Alright, go ahead and
That's
roll.
going to-
There we go. Alright, that is going to miss. Chisel.
He needs to get around this dinosaur to completely bypass the dinosaur and go after the summoner.
Okay.
To that end...
So that can be accomplished a couple different ways. You can either
Okay.
walk around him and just take the attack of opportunity,
Mhm.
or you could try to make an acrobatics. The Chisel can acrobatics his way around.
Okay.
That would be an acrobatics check versus the Ankylosaurus' CMD, which is going to be fairly high.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And let me see what kind of acrobatics Chisel is dealing with. Chisel has a +4 to acrobatics, so that is actually impossible.
Okay.
I mean, you can do it, you're just going to take a tail shot, so it's up to you.
You know what? He'll take the shot.
Okay, that'll be a hit. I need a fortitude save from Chisel to avoid being stunned.
Okay.
Chisel takes 22 damage and is stunned for a round.
God damn it.
Alright, it's going to take us down to Archie. Archibald is going to look at Lovette, look at Petravian, look at the situation that he's in. He has been told one thing, and that is that Petravian is trying to kill Lovette. So what Archie's going to do is he's going to attempt to diffuse the situation in what small way he can by making a combat maneuver against Petravian. He's going to try to grab Petravian, put him in a
grapple. Nice.
Yeah, and try to grapple Petravian. Petravian, you are given an attack of opportunity against Archie for this. You can choose to take it or not.
I do not choose to take it. I have no beef with Archie. I like Archie.
Okay. In that case, Archie is going to grapple you.
He looks up at Archie's like, what? He
So-
likes Archie.
so
I'm not
Archie,
going to
like-
try to attack Archie.
So he's going to reach down and he's going to just grab Petravian, put him in a bear hug, and just pick him up off the ground. Petravian, you are grappled. You can try to break grapple by making a combat maneuver against Archibald, or an escape artist check. Or you could try to make a grapple attempt in order to make this a contested grapple, or you can try to make a grapple check in order to attack with a natural weapon. There's a lot of things you could try to do here.
I don't want to hurt Archie.
Mm-hmm.
What would be the way to not hurt him and break grapple?
Without just making a combat maneuver to break grapple.
Okay, I'd like to try to do
Okay,
a combat.
so roll a combat maneuver against Archibald.
Oh god, that was like that was rolling onto the 20
Mm-hmm.
and it folded to the 2.
Yep, folded to the 2.
Nice.
So that is
So it's
going to fail, and that will be your turn.
Yep.
Lovette, what would you like to do?
Sorry to you, Kenny and Kyle.
We're just trying to be respectful of whatever the fuck is happening.
No, I appreciate that. But I did not intend for this to happen.
Oh, we know.
But let's see what happens.
we will see what happens.
I hope you don't die.
We'll see.
So,
Man, there's a lot of things I could do here.
what you gonna do?
So can I climb up onto my Ankylosaurus?
It's not really designed for that.
I don't, not to use as a combat mount, just to get to Archie height.
I mean, you were gonna have to make a climb check, but I guess.
Okay.
Do it.
I know exactly what you're gonna do, and I want you to do it.
You don't know what I'm gonna
You're gonna walk up on there, walk over to Petravian, who's currently grappled, and say something witty.
do. Well,
Do you know who Lovette is?
I think
Is that enough?
Lovette's just putting herself into more convenient stabbing height.
Maybe, yeah.
She's not the witty response person, really.
I
That's
think
true.
Lovette is emotionally unstable at the
Yeah.
moment.
Lovette
I'm
is-
in trouble!
Yeah, Petravian's in danger right now. Doesn't
I'm
even
in
realize
danger.
it. He fucking walloped by an ankle sore.
alright. Well, I don't think a climb check is going to succeed. I can't, order it to let me on or something?
Yeah, it would forego a round of doing stuff, but yeah, you could do that.
Oh, okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. In that case, the ankylosaur drops onto its belly. It goes down to the ground, which will allow you to kind of step up onto its leg and climb up its leg up to its back. So,
Seems okay.
yep. So that will put you on top of the ankylosaur, which will that's been its turn to do that. And it stands back up. Chisel, you are screwed for the turn. So it goes on to Archie. Archie is going to do another combat maneuver against Petravian, this time to pin. And Petravian, your CMD is 25, which he passes, and he pins Petravian to the ground. Petravian is now helpless.
Well, okay.
Right. Petravian, you're helpless. Takes us back to Lovette.
Wait, hold on. Am I touching the ground?
Correct.
May I use a skill? Is
Uh,
it pinning?
yeah, he's pinning you to the ground. Yes.
Okay, I do
Mhm.
have that one ability.
Would you like to use it?
I would.
Okay, in that case, Petravian disappears.
What the fuck?
What?
Right, Petravian is gone. For all intents and purposes, Petravian just sort of slips into the ground like it was made of water. Lovette, you're up.
Chisel has the face that he's done this shit before.
Archie's he makes a couple confused chirping noises and then looks back up at Lovette.
I'm gonna look over at Chisel, are you gonna back the fuck down? But just kind of give it the two pointy fingered.
I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Chisel gives a roll eye. I mean, he's like,
I guess Chisel probably snorts and takes a 5-foot step back.
Yeah, pretty much. He knows the deal.
I'm not fighting anymore, so.
Alright, that takes us back to Petravian. Petravian, what are you doing?
Okay, what I'd like to do, can I come back up and hop on Chisel in one round, and then Chisel goes?
You can go there. That would put you closer.
Yeah, would I be able to do that and then and then mount Chisel?
No,
Okay.
because you're still underground.
Okay. Then I'm
So
gonna...
you could double move and go there, underground.
And then I could just wait another round.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Okay. Lovette.
Is Petravian visible?
No. You have no idea where he went. He just disappeared underground like it was made of water.
Get down from my Ankylosaurus. Like a little bitch.
Alright.
Slightly big pup from someone so small.
Archibald beeps at you.
I'm sorry, puppy. You can go back to sleep now.
A series of confused beeps issue forth from Archie. He's asking what the hell's going on.
You need to help him. I think you did the right thing, but he might attack again.
Petravian, you're up.
Beardy, am I able to hear what's going on, or is that not...
No.
That wasn't...
No.
That's not specifically...
No, you can't hear anything going on up there.
Am I able to sense where they are at the moment, or no?
No. You don't have tremor sense. You would need to have a whole different sensory system.
Ah, that is incorrect. I do have tremor sense.
Do you have tremor sense?
A level 1.
Well, one moment.
You can sense whenever the 6th movie is coming out.
Is it
Okay. Alright, so you want to activate Earth Sense?
Yes.
'Cause that is the thing you actually have to do. You don't just have it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. In that case, you activate Earth Sense and you gain Tremor Sense in a 60-foot burst around yourself for 1 minute.
So I know where everybody is.
Yeah, you know where everyone is now.
Please attack.
He doesn't want to attack. He doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to attack you. He wants to talk
Archie
to you.
see you attack.
Archie would turn you into a greasy spot.
I know.
Or
I
just
know
drop
that.
you from like 1,000 feet in the air.
Well, first, while I'm under there, I'm going to lay on hands
Sure. Okay. Go for it.
while I'm there.
Yeah, it's a swift action. It's easy enough.
Yep.
Alright.
20. He healed 20 for the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you, Kenny.
You're welcome.
I'd like to do another double and move,
Okay.
and then wait another round.
Alright. Lovette, what do you want to do?
Well, so he's still on the ground?
Yeah, he hasn't popped up yet. You don't know where he went. For all you know, he's gone forever. Archie's asking, Petravian's behavior has been aggressive, and he's somewhat concerned if he's finally snapped.
He's the same way, but I'm not sure.
Alright, that's going to take us back around. What's Petra doing?
Petra's going to pop up right behind Lovette,
Well, okay, so you pop up.
and I combat maneuver to grapple.
Okay. Alright, so Lovette, are you carrying a melee weapon currently? Imagine you're not.
I have one on my person at all times.
But it's not equipped, is what I'm saying.
It's not equipped.
Okay, in that case, go ahead, Petra, make your combat maneuver.
That is a 32.
Okay, 32 combat maneuver is going to hit, so you're now grappled.
Okay.
Okay.
And I too want to defuse the situation.
Okay, Lovette, what would you like to do?
Archie, help me!
Alright, good enough. Ankylosaur.
Ankylosaur to whack him in the spine so that he is forced to release me.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't quite work that way, but go for it. By the way, there's no penalty to attack a person grappling someone else in melee, so yeah. Alright, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Alright, and then I need a fortitude save from Petravian to resist the stun effect.
Okay. Again!
Again,
What is
alright. Dazed for 1 round.
So, if he's dazed, does he let go of me?
Nope, he doesn't. He's unable to take any actions on his turn, but he doesn't suffer any other stat or defensive penalties. So, he's just unable to move. He's kind of just stuck there, holding. Alright, Chisel. What is Chisel doing?
I think he'll take the hit to try to get behind Petravian.
I was hoping he'd say that.
That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage, and then I need a fortitude save from Chisel. 21 damage to Chisel.
That is a 28.
Oh, I got it that time.
Yep, that did get it. Alright, what's Chisel doing? Has a standard action left.
Chisel is not going to attack.
Alright, so is Chisel going to do anything else?
Actually, how much damage he has?
Chisel? Chisel's taking 43 points of damage.
Alright, he's fine for right now. I don't want them to attack. I want to defuse the situation.
Okay, that will take us to Archie.
Wasn't the situation diffused?
Mm-hmm.
When
It was.
He went underground.
Correct. All right, Archie is going to take a 5-foot step forward. Not that he even really has to, but he's going to anyway. And he is going to attempt to intervene in this grapple by just picking up Petravian.
It's just one big cuddle.
So he's going to grapple in and grab Petravian, and he is going to angrily start beeping at Petravian. I'm assuming Petravian doesn't speak Cog, so you really don't know what this means, but it definitely sounds like there's an edge to it.
You did it, buddy.
Petravian, what are you going to do? You're still holding Lovette, by the way.
I guess it would be a diplomacy check.
Okay. I mean, what do you... I mean, that's usually not something you would use against some player character. Typically, you would just speak to them.
Okay. Then in that case, I say to both Lovette and Archie, I know you're angry right now. I don't want to...
Fucking idea.
I don't want to fight you.
I bet you don't. I wouldn't want to fight you either.
Did you see I came up right behind you? I could have bashed your brains in. I didn't want to.
You should have.
I'm not going to fight you. We need to get back on track. What will it take for you to knock this shit off?
Why should I? Well, get back on track. Why?
Do you care about Soul?
What do you ever heard?
Do you care about Karis?
Glaring.
End this. We need to protect this plane, not our petty squabbles.
Hey, what about Vera?
I know, right? What the fuck?
Also, why bring me up?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's really a good point. That was not a thing ever that Petra really was present for. I mean, there's not zero reason, just suspicious.
Yeah, by the way, sorry, Vera. That's twice today. Fuck me, right?
Wait, you actually forgot about Vera?
Yes! I could.
Oh my god!
God damn it. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, damn!
Seppuku! I'm so sorry. Oh god. Oh, I'm the asshole tonight. But in any case, if you want to have a straight-on brawl after all of this, I will oblige.
You know what you don't seem to get? I could have these boys rape your head right off. And we will get along and get rid of Grau, no problem. You need to cut your shit out. You think you need to prove something to everyone. That you're this tough guy. You're not tough to us. We've dealt with this shit already. So you need to just get with the program and work with the rest of us. Instead of making all of this shit about you.
Archie beeps.
These things to the temple. And leave me the fuck alone. Please set this down, Archie.
Archie beeps and sets down Petravian.
I will yield back to you the cloak. I know I could use it, but you seem to want it.
There are probably some nakedness there.
Can you at least tell me why I'm giving it up?
I don't really know how to explain it. It's just something I need to do.
Explain very, very slowly.
I know what this code means. I have been with him far away. I have seen where Paladin through. I will make sure that this gets put to the best use. That is how we will survive, and that is what is important.
The only way we're going to survive is if we trust each other. And
Right, and you
I
need
will
to
trust you. I will trust you.
By the way, this is a very touching scene, but I'd like both of you to make a perception check.
Oh no.
I'm sure the
That is a nat 20?
Yeah,
Nat
26.
20,
Yeah. And Lovette? 20.
Hey, not
All right,
bad.
cool. So 16 plus 4, 20. All right, so both of you, while you're talking...
Surrounded by guards.
Yeah, you are surrounded by guards. The entire area is now covered in town watch. They have weapons out, and they made a perimeter around you guys. There's maybe 25 or 30 of them total. They've basically formed a perimeter.
Okay. Well, can you get chiseled, compacted?
No, don't go anywhere.
So I'm going to go over slightly towards the guards, but stay within
Do you trust me?
reach of Archie.
Do you trust me?
No.
You're gonna have to if this
Listen
is
to
gonna
me.
work.
Wait, what
You're
do
gonna
you
have
do?
to trust.
No, I've got a plan. You're the idiot. You don't have a plan. I have a plan.
You're the idiot. What a great... It's fantastic.
Please, trust me.
I don't. You need to show a little trust if you want to receive it. I feel you should not.
I can get us out of here and get as far away.
Wait. Okay, how?
Dimension door.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and talk to the guards.
Alright, so the guards have formed a perimeter around you guys, and there's maybe 20 feet away from all of you or so is a line of guards, and they've got weapons out, and they're sort of waiting for you two to stop fighting each other, and they're going to shout over to throw your weapons down immediately.
I don't have any weapons out. Siva is not going to be happy about this. Really not going to be happy about it.
They tell you both to get down on the ground. Put your hands behind your back and get down on the ground.
Not color any of us.
What?
You don't want to get out of here. I mean, actually, Petravian, if you want to get out of here, you follow my plan, or you can do your own thing. I don't care. I'm going to retract my ankylosaur.
Alright, ankylosaur is gone.
Okay, Archie, pick up whoever you think deserves to not be imprisoned, and let's get out of here.
Okay, Archie walks over and tries to pick up Chisel. No, I'm kidding. He picks up Lovette.
Alright.
The guards reiterate, get down on the ground. Put your hands behind your back.
I'm going to do the exact opposite of getting down on the ground.
Okay.
Soar into the air. Fly away.
Okay. Petravian, you find yourself standing there next to Chisel. You're surrounded by 30 guards, and they're again telling you to get down on the ground and put your hands behind your back.
Mm-hmm.
You are under arrest for disturbing the peace, and you can already see they're sort of coordinating a response to handle the flyer.
Okay.
Oh shit.
I can either hop on Chisel and try to run, Dimension Door, or tell Chisel to run, and I burrow down.
I'm just curious, can you not unsummon Chisel?
I actually have to have his spell memorized.
He's not so much a summoned creature, like in the same way that Archie would technically be by the book. Chisel exists in the world unless he's been turned into a stone statue. His natural state is to exist. Now, Petravian can summon Chisel to him at any given time, but there's no unsummon. It just means he's there now. He's a living, breathing being.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I can cast him and put him back into a stone elk, but I have to have that memorized offhand.
You done
And
fucked.
No.
Steve is
I
going to be so pissed at us. Well, you guys.
Yeah. Beardy, what would be, I guess that would be 800 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Where would that, where in the scale, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you have you can measure as much as you want. This entire map is only about 125 feet by 150 feet or so.
Okay.
So, I mean, 400 feet or 800 feet even would get you significantly far away from this place.
Okay.
Certainly away from the guards that are here.
Then that's
Now,
what I'm going to do.
You
Okay, go ahead.
also realize that both Lovette and Petravian are fairly conspicuous people.
Hey, the wanted posters won't be you this time, Vera.
Whew.
I'm good at that already. I just got it.
I believe in you, Lovette.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, also,
You're gonna
resisting arrest is way worse than disturbing the peace. So that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Way to make it worse for yourselves. All right, what are you doing?
True.
Wait, what?
Evading the town guard is a bigger offense than what you've just done. So,
That's a good point.
yeah, Lovette's already guilty of that. Let's see what Petravian does, everyone. Let's see what the lawful good character does.
Good job, boys.
When faced with the guards, what does the lawful good character do?
The lawful good character follows as instructed.
Hey! You don't fall for being a paladin.
What's that?
Nothing.
Wait, what?
Nothing. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine.
You're fine. Nothing happened. You're good. Alright. So at that point, you're going to comply?
Yes, I'm going to comply.
Alright, cool.
I'm going to go over to walk over to Chisel and say, "Stand down, buddy."
Chisel snorts and nods. And what do you do?
I lay my hammer down. Well, actually, no. I never took out my hammer.
No, you never did. You never had a chance to.
God, no. I got fucking sucker punched.
Yeah, bushwhacked is what I'll call it. But yeah, go ahead.
Bushwhack. Petravian kneels down.
All right.
Gets into just a submissive stance. He puts it.
Yeah, he
on
puts
the
his
ground.
butt in the air.
Wow.
So
He puts his knees on the ground and
Uh-huh.
and puts his hands out for, I guess, cufflinks? I don't know if they
Out.
have cufflinks.
manacles, yeah, they have those.
Manacles.
So in front of you or behind you?
In front of me.
All right. The guards move forward and start beating you with sticks.
Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
Yeah, I'm glad I ran. I made the right call.
They force your arms behind you and put you in manacles.
To be fair, they did say to get on the ground.
They said to get on the
Several
ground
times.
and put your arms behind your back, and you did not that. So yes, they beat you with sticks, clubs
Wow.
technically, and they drag you off. Yes, they
Directions are important.
and they drag you off to jail. Yes.
You've
All
seen
right.
police brutality, right? Just think that.
All right. So back to the map of Hartenshin.
I didn't have any idea what I was going to do. I did not think that was going to happen at all.
No one here thought that was going to happen, apparently, except for Skrewy. So there you go.
For what now?
I didn't think Grem, as Lovette, would have reacted so...
No, I didn't
Really?
react. That was Lovette's reaction 100%. My reaction was, this is going to be so much fucking fun.
I went ahead and dropped a new marker on the map and circled it. That is where they drag Petravian off to. What are you doing, Lovette?
Depends on how that coordinated that aerial response ended up being. Just anything follows through the air, are arrows
Nope.
being fired at us? Or they're
Nope,
just kinda
not yet. Nothing of the sort. It seems like you've gotten away scot-free.
Did I get Marcus's stuff with me?
No, you left the cart.
No,
you left,
it was with the carriage, yeah.
Okay.
Which is now going to be taken in as probably evidence.
Motherfuckers, we have dead bodies in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Vera's
you
gonna
do.
be upset.
No, we didn't
Oh.
weren't in the cart when all this shit happens. Unless they're going to investigate every single stall in town, we might be okay.
You might be okay.
We might be okay.
Oh,
Unless they ask witnesses where those people came from and they say, oh, that's their cart right there.
Why would they do that?
We are outsiders.
This is part of the City Watch's basic duties.
Alright, so I have lost them more or less. I'm
Uh,
going to land in an alley somewhere.
it seems the murder hoboing has come back to roost.
Somewhere within a couple of blocks from the Heartstring Tap Room.
Okay, now remember that Archie is on a timer currently, so
Yes, he's got 10 minutes, so...
Mm. we'll go ahead and call it about even then, so he unsummons a little bit after you land.
Mm-hmm. Alright, and then I'm going to try and sneak my way over there, because I figured that's probably a pretty good place to lay low. It's probably the place to lay low.
Okay, so I'm going to ask, where is Vera during all this?
So Vera's shopping during that.
Yeah, you were buying those prayer beads, so do you think that took a roughly equivalent amount of time?
Depends on how long it took to find the beads. I don't assume it would take too long, right?
No, I don't think it would take too long either.
So afterwards, I assume that... I guess Vera would go to the Siva's place, because there's nothing else that Vera needs to do right now.
Okay, fair enough. Soul, where were you going?
I was in the amphitheater with Karis.
Oh,
Would I have heard
let me
Three.
see.
any sort of notification of this commotion?
Let me just quickly check the amphitheater's location in relation to the bazaar.
Oh,
really
yeah, it's in the
wanted to
Temple
grow.
District.
It's in the Temple District. Oh, yeah, you would have heard that. You would have heard a commotion. Yeah.
So, by the time I hear the commotion, what time is this kerfuffle happening?
Oh, the fight only lasted a few seconds total.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not very...
No, it only went to 8 rounds, so it lasted about
Just under a minute.
just under a minute.
Okay. Cool. Good to know.
Clear initiatives, unlock tokens. By the time you get there, I mean, it would be long over, but you could get there and see the guards in the area,
Yeah,
and they're
I
poking
think...
around your cart.
Whoa. Excuse me. May I be of service?
Soul Goes to Jail Part 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yes, the guards, the ones that are in the area, the ones that are still there, that are investigating, kind of stop you and they ask what your business is around this cart.
I'm sorry, I'm the owner of the cart.
Witnesses said that the 2 combatants came from this carriage. Do you
May
happen
I
to
ask
know
what
an
they looked like?
Do you happen to know an Oread and a Gnome? He gives rough descriptions of Lovette and Petravian.
Little giant robot. That's a perp.
I know of them.
Did they travel with you?
They have for a short while.
And did they come
May
from
I
this?
ask what happened?
Well, according to witness reports, they started going to blows, and then the next thing they knew, these great machines appeared out of thin air and started
Oh
ripping
my god.
and started causing a terrible panic and commotion in the bazaar.
I didn't know they could do...
You look around and you see, like, the stomping footprints of an ankle sore.
Inward soul. God fucking damn it! Outward soul. Oh my goodness. Was I traveling with criminals?
Please make a bluff check.
I would love to.
I'm gonna golf clap that. That's perfect. Beautiful.
That's a 30.
Okay. And you sang.
Oh, there's
Excellent.
always a little
I believe
ditty
it.
to
I believe
Soul's
it.
voice.
I believe it. Okay. The guards will kind of sort of solemnly say, you may have it.
I was just trying to help some strangers. Oh no.
Would you mind if we searched the carriage?
They're gonna pin those bodies on poor Petravian.
Do you mind if I gotta think about this for a second. Let me as a player think about this.
Fair enough. Take your time. Take your time.
I don't want it to be muted. I gotta think this through. See, the thing is, I could go to the back and easily cast invisibility on those skeletons.
Does that work?
But people would see me casting a spell.
Or you could diplomacy it and tell them that it's being buried at a church.
This is true. Okay.
Aren't they ogre bones? Oh, those bones.
No, they're the bones of Vera's past.
The bones of the faithful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of just left him in the carriage for a long time.
Of course. I completely understand. Please.
Okay. So the two there are 3 watchmen that are going to go inside the carriage and poke
Kyrus
around.
is with me, right?
Kyrus is with you. That's correct.
Yeah.
Kyrus is also looking, like, shooting you glances, like, what the hell are you doing?
Soul's got their hand up in a wait formation.
Wait for it. Got
Okay.
this.
So the 3 watchmen go in there and start looking around, and 2 of them sort of, like, give a cursory
The
look at some...
skeletons are in the back,
In a
like,
chest.
seat.
Yeah,
chest.
under the seat chest, yes.
Yes, so I'm hoping.
Right. So they're looking around, and 2 of them are kind of just want a cursory look of stuff and maybe, like, moving a few things around. Just basically making sure that the escaped gnome hasn't, like, climbed back in here and hid. So just looking for a person, right? They're looking for the perp. The other guy, the third guy, is a bit of a tryhard, and he's actually, like, looking in stuff. He's actually being much more thorough. And when he gets to the back of the wagon, he's going to open up that chest seat, and he's going to see a phenomenal amount of bones.
Yeah.
He stands up, his hand goes to his weapon, and he turns around and he says, "What is the meaning of this?" He doesn't pull his weapon, he just has his hand resting on the handle.
Well, I had come across some travelers who had holy symbols on them, and I was actually going to deliver them to the holy city at some point.
Could I get the diplomacy check? Or,
Oh,
that would actually be another bluff, since you said
Yeah.
Holy City.
Yeah. You bet your bottom dollar. Oh, that's a 24.
It's 24. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and make a sense motive on his part.
Oh, wow.
Well, 2 of them, the 2 guys that are with this dude sort of both kind of, like, don't really want to get involved in this, and they kind of just nod along with what you're saying. Like, yeah, that makes sense, But the third
it's
guy...
kind of true, though.
The third...
So much not true, though.
Yeah.
Why not?
You said something about holy symbols and stuff and going to Holy City?
Yeah, the holy symbols were a lie, but I mean...
And the Holy City.
The holy city's in the direction of the temple.
Still a lie.
Yeah.
It's a vague assumption.
So...
Like, nothing about that was
It's a half-truth.
Okay, so this last guard is going to ask if he can take you in for questioning.
Yes. May I request someone to accompany me, however?
Your friend outside?
Oh, no, she's fine. She's actually an acquaintance of mine in the city. She's very close to me. Do you mind if I could have a scroll of sending or oh wait, I have a message. Do you mind if we get a little closer to her area? You can come with me. I just want to make sure that I'm able to get to her. If that's okay with you.
They say they can send a runner to go and fetch the person. Just tell us the name.
All right, her name is Siva. She's in the Heartstring Tap Room, more than likely.
Okay. So they're going to usher you out of the cart, out of the carriage.
I wasn't in it.
Oh, I thought you followed them in. Never mind. Okay.
No, I was waiting outside.
okay.
I was letting them do their work.
My
I was
apologies.
respectful.
My apologies. In that case, the guards are going to escort you calmly and gently down.
Of course.
What?
I've done nothing wrong.
Soul's
I
not
know.
disobeying orders.
Oh, God. Sorry.
Soul's not resisting arrest.
I know. It's just funny.
Cry me a river.
Oh, fuck you too.
You're the one bitching.
Oh, shit. All right. So you're taken to the City Watch headquarters. Karis isn't sure what to do and is going to hang around the carriage
Good on you, Karis.
to make sure that no one fucks with it. Vera, you arrived at Heartstring Tap Room first, I believe?
Beardy, I'm so glad you remembered me.
You're welcome.
Look, I didn't know where you were, so I didn't know how to get you.
I'm
I'm
joking.
I know. I can still feel a little bit bad about it, though. I still feel bad about it.
That's
I am sorry.
So I'm in the tap room?
Correct, you are.
I don't think Vera would look to grab Siva's attention or anything. I think Vera would just sit down, maybe order a mead, just because she doesn't know how long they're going to be. So
That's true.
she's going to sit down, have a mead, try to monitor how much that fucking bee's drinking.
I love
And-
Hummel.
This is an easy day.
Yeah.
What could go wrong?
What could go
We're not
wrong?
gonna be
I mean,
here that
all you
long.
this is the city that you guys have spent more time in than anywhere else.
My name's been cleared.
Your name's been
So-
cleared. You have a friend that's in a pretty good position in the city that can help you in the situations. You can stay here with like free room and board. This is like easy street. This is the easiest place you could be. Nothing could possibly go wrong in the city. I mean, you guys would have to be complete idiots to have any problems in the city at this point in the game. I mean, my God.
Beardy, can you lay that on just a little bit thicker for me?
Turn up the volume.
All right. Well, Vera has a mead and monitors how much Hummel's drinking.
Like a good parent?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a good designated driver.
No, she's drinking.
All right. A little bit after that, Lovette is going to walk into the Heartstring Tap Room.
Ah, you're done with what you have to do?
Just imagine Lovette walks in like a crazed goblin.
I don't know about that. I'm pretty calm about
Pretty
it.
calm and collected. All right, good.
Maybe not calm, but I'm in the zone.
Well, see, there's no marks on her. If anything, maybe it looks like she's been sweating. So I don't think there's anything
like
that
to
would
think
tell.
The coat is maybe a little wrinkled.
Yeah,
We don't iron clothes in this world.
but she's been spending a lot of time probably curled up, thinking about how everyone's dead.
yeah.
I'm like,
Sure
you know what? It's okay if her jacket isn't prim and proper.
Exactly.
I wasn't able to get to it, unfortunately, but it was nothing about it.
You sure? We could potentially... We still have plenty of time.
Well, I may need to talk to Siva before we go anywhere.
Well, we're here. This is the perfect place to do it.
And Vera does
Jazz hands?
jazz hands, and confetti comes out, but it's not confetti. It's actually just ants.
No, it's the sprinkles.
Those ants.
It's ants?
Yep.
What color?
Black.
Black? Oh, that's not as exciting.
Oh, why?
Shut up, you're not here.
Take a step
Oh.
back, like, okay.
What?
Oh, sorry. Just like brushes them off onto.
Could you always do that?
I mean, they just came off. I mean, I couldn't call ants, but
Oh,
they just didn't seem as useful at the time.
okay. I'm sorry. Like, so, when you had the trouble before with your below enforcement, and we talked to Siva about it, about how much did that run you?
Oh, well, luckily, Siva did it for free.
Oh, why is that?
To be fair, I didn't want it to be free. It doesn't seem the best. I don't like owing people things.
Right. People seem to like me owing them things, so I'll find out from her, I guess.
Wait, what happened?
Petravian threatened to kill you earlier, didn't he?
Well, yeah, he did.
It happened again, and I'm done with him.
Oh, where's Petravian?
He's alive.
Oh, well.
He's in the Stockholm, most likely.
Vera laughs.
Well, that sucks for him.
Sure does. So, it'll be whiskey.
I'm sure they have some up front.
They happily serve you whiskey.
Oh, I will happily drink it.
Meanwhile, in a cold cell, Petravian is being worked over by 3 guards, and they're alternating punching, and then one of them will come in and splash like a cold bucket of water on Petravian,
Oh my god.
and then 2 more will come in and start working over Petravian again.
What the fuck? Jesus. I'm glad Vera didn't get caught.
They have-
Jesus.
I'm just saying, they have a lot of pent-up aggression issues in the guard here.
Yeah, I'm pretty glad I ran. Fuck, dude.
It's not nearly as bad as I'm describing it.
Can it be? Because it's interesting.
No, so Petravian is sitting at a chair, and his manacles are attached by a metal stake onto a stone table in the middle of a cell. It's like an interrogation room, basically. It's a holding cell.
Oh shit, dude, he's gonna turn into a spider.
No. At this point, Soul is brought in, escorted in by a couple of guards, and they point in.
Thank you so much for being kind, everyone. I do appreciate it.
And they ask if this was the person that was traveling with you.
Yeah, that's him.
Can't believe you've done this.
They nod. And what can you tell us about this person? Are they dangerous?
Well, I don't think he is. To be honest, he always seemed kind of stupid to me.
Alright. So the guards will say, he's being arrested for disturbing the peace. And
I am so sorry. Are you all alright?
no guards were harmed. So
Oh, thank
luckily,
goodness.
no bystanders were harmed either, though it did create a bit of a panic in the bazaar today.
I am so sorry. That must have been awful for you guys.
And still lightly touches one on his shoulder to add a little more compassion.
Sure. So they'll explain that the punishment for disturbing the peace is 7 days in the lockup.
Oh, fuck!
So they'll need to hold him here for a week.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Well, I understand. However, I'd much rather get him out of this village and get him far away so that he doesn't cause trouble again. Could I perhaps pay his bail? He was traveling with me, so I suppose in a way, I guess it was my fault.
They'll agree to your plan, but they say that if he causes any more issues, then you would also be held accountable.
I completely understand.
Alright, they explain
Thank
that
you so much for being understanding.
the fine is 5 gold pieces.
Soul puts 6 in their hand.
I am so sorry again. That's just a little bit extra for me, for an apology on my end.
They thank you for your understanding and generosity, and they say that the extra
Yes.
money will be donated to the city's orphanage fund.
Oh, I'm so glad.
And they will open up the cell, and they will unchain Travian and usher him out. And you see that he's been stripped of all of his equipment, and they have it in a chest nearby.
And that gold that was put into the orphanage was used to build a fireplace, which the next day burned down the entire orphanage.
Excuse me, sir.
And this is Soul talking to Petravian.
I believe your items are over there. We need to get you out of this city. You caused quite a ruckus. And as me being a kind person helping you travel, I think that's very disrespectful.
Petravian isn't going to say a single word and just
Good
goes
boy.
and get. Could you not?
No,
That's
as
hurtful.
Petrie passes Soul very quietly under their breath, they say, "Good boy."
Oh, man. Oh, good shit. Alright, so Petravian gets his stuff together, and the two of you depart the City Watch headquarters.
Soul blows a kiss into the area and says, "Thank you again."
Thank you for being so sweet.
The guards all give you a friendly wave and say if there's anything else you need, you know where to go.
Of course I do.
Thank you for all your hard work. Have a good evening. Soul puts their arm inside the nook of Petrie's, walking with him.
You're not allowed to tell anyone that I did that.
He nods.
Are you okay? Can you tell me what happened?
We need to start trusting each other.
I literally just saved your neck. I could have left you.
Yes, you could.
So your point?
You need to trust me that what transpired is behind us. And we are
Okay.
going to move.
Look, I just asked you what happened, and you're acting really elusive on that question, sir.
Anyways, we gotta get back to the cart. Karis is there waiting.
And that's where Soul leads Petravian.
Alright. The two of you return to the bazaar, and there you find Karis is sitting there next to the carriage, and with her is Burr in his human form.
Where did they take Chisel?
Chisel's not there. As far as you know, they didn't take Chisel. They didn't arrest the elk.
Okay.
Soul rushes up to Karis to hug her.
I'm so sorry.
She still sort of instinctually winces, thinking she's going to hurt you, just because she's so used to it.
Mm-hmm.
But then about a full second into the hug, she very quickly returns it. What happened?
I just had to pay some money to get Petrie out of jail. He didn't tell me what happened, and said we needed to trust each other.
Karis looks at Petravian. She just has a look on her face.
He's not looking up.
She has a look on her face that just sort of just translates to like, what the fuck, man?
He is not looking up. He is looking at the ground.
Hands out to her sides, palms facing up, sort of a half shrugging position. What the fuck, man?
He's not looking up. He is looking at the ground.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
So
She's
Petrie.
still making that gesture at you.
She's making the gesture at you, and she's gonna say, Petrie. What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
Soul turns and puts their
Crickets.
finger next to Petravian's face.
Hey, Petravian. Listen, you there?
he nods.
Alright. We are going to go to a tavern currently, and then we're getting the hell out of the city soon after. Because, obviously, well, I thought all of us were adults, other than me and Burr. And I thought I could trust you guys. What,
Burr.
is Karis and Vera the only responsible people in our group?
Soul does not include themselves in that statement.
Burr also looks a little hurt.
Burr and Burr. Sorry, you were gone for a day, honey.
He stands up, brushes himself off.
Soul still does not include themselves in this list.
Look, just follow me, and don't make any sudden movements that would cause the guard to be upset. They're watching you now.
What did you do?
Seriously, what did you do?
Lovette and I had a disagreement.
And that caused people to scream and run away?
Dude, you piece of shit. Let's just say it. Make it look like I'm the bad guy.
No, I have no intention of making Lovette look bad. He wants the group to come together. He wants to be trusted, and he wants...
That's
To-
good. Can you verbalize this?
He's trying. We had a disagreement on the Cloak of Resistance, and...
Marcus's
I
cloak?
said, yes. I said I might want to use it. She said she needed it for something.
Okay, then why don't you just let her have it?
I felt it would be better used in combat.
Soul's eyes widen.
I see. You do know Lovette was traveling with Marcus before you appeared, right? She
Mhm.
may not have been very close to him sometimes, and they had their disagreements, but they were still friends in the end. She still feels guilty about what happened, I think. And you were going to take something from someone who has a sentimental feeling towards an object and say,
Oh, I could use it? Tell me. Is that what you were going for?
Sell it, from my understanding.
did you ask her?
Yes.
And her answer?
I believe she said she believed what would be best for the group and
And
what would be strongest.
and Petrie.
You assumed that was selling?
Look, I would have appreciated if she talked to me, but you also have no right. If Lovette said so first, nada.
Soul is trying to stay very composed currently.
Okay, we're going to a tap room. Burr, I think you'll enjoy it there. It might be similar to that one village you visited. Might be more interesting since it's a different one. Anyways, we're all going there. We're not making any sort of disruptions.
That's not the end, though.
And what is the end, Petravian?
I said some things that I'm not proud of.
And we're gonna go to the tavern, and we're not gonna talk about this, and we're not gonna cause any issues. Alright? Let's just start walking. Come on, Karis. And
Soul takes her hand and starts walking.
Karis
Beardy,
happily
how do I-
follows.
Call him out.
Okay. Sort of bleeding out of the ethereal, just out of nothingness, almost looking like it sort of comes into focus or being blurry. Chisel's now standing there, out of nowhere, just sort of warps into reality.
Hi, buddy.
Snort.
Soul looks back.
Hey, Petrie, you coming?
Be there in a moment.
Soul waits.
Petrie says to Chisel, "Thank you for keeping a level head back there."
Chisel's gonna stamp a hoof and then look at you expectantly.
Fine. We'll get you some raspberries. Oh, and I'm sorry.
Chisel nods and then starts trotting along behind Soul.
Thank you, Chisel.
Karis is in Soul's right hand, holding hands. Soul puts up their left hand in a gesture as if he put his face down, they would pet him.
Chisel goes over and sort of starts sniffing at you and lowers his head.
Thanks, buddy. And Soul pets the side of his face. We'll get through this.
He seems to be smelling you for the presence of treats.
Oh, I'm gonna take out some sprinkles and hold it out for him.
Like
Thank you, Vera.
Stand by. Hold on.
Yeah, give me some research on that one while we're doing. So
They
We'll say
taste like green apples.
we'll say he eats one just because it was offered. All right, so the group marches on, and you all arrive.
Soul walks in with Karis, plastered smile. Hi, guys.
Oh, hey, Soul.
Hi, Vera. How was your day?
What? Fine. I hear that another individuals did not go well.
Yeah. Guess who had to get somebody out of jail today?
Vera turns. Is Petra there?
Well, yeah, he's coming in after. I'm guessing you don't bring an elk into indoors.
That's your
One does
choice.
not normally do that. No. What does Petra do?
I don't think the elk would fit through the door.
Yeah, but we're asking about Petra.
Oh, Petra comes in right after Soul.
So when Petra comes in, Vera will see it, and the biggest shit-eating grin just washes across their face.
Yeah. Yep.
So were you able to get done what you needed to get done, Soul?
I did. Yep. I got a wand of healing for us, so I think we're set. All we gotta do is go visit Lovette's grandpappy.
Ah.
You're welcome. It's on the way anyways. It's a giant square on a map, pretty much.
Well, was there anything else we wanted to do here? I'm sure you wanted to see Siva.
I didn't know if she was here.
Well, I didn't check it.
Oh, okay. Great. I did send someone for her assistance just in case, but I assume I've actually beat him here.
How can I still join the group?
They are strict herbivores. They would not willingly eat bugs.
Well,
You force it down his...
he's also an intelligent creature and was offered something as a treat. He ate it anyway.
Yeah.
Whether or not it makes him sick is something you'll have to find out later.
What was his reaction to it?
I mean, it tasted like green apple, so he probably liked it.
Oh, that's true. The
Yeah.
sprinkles taste like green apple.
Yeah. That's why we call them sprinkles.
I mean, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but okay.
It
I mean,
doesn't.
This is Soul.
Or-
We know Soul's not smart, guys.
That's why we call them sit-down sprinkles, crisscross applesauce.
Anyways. So...
It's one thing I was hoping to do in Paladin. I maybe should have notified you all. I think since this is where the slave house began most of our journey, we should bring our assistants to the church here.
He'd probably like that. But it's a park. Just so you know. I don't really think we have any sort of licenses or permits to bury items.
It's the ground. You can bury wherever you want.
Yeah, but cities are weird, Vera. You know that.
There's not like any monks to speak to or anything like that.
If anything, I'd just ask Siva. She could probably get us something. Why has no one talked to Siva yet?
Why would I talk to Siva?
We've been waiting for her.
Soul releases Karis' hand and walks past Lovette and goes up to the bar. Excuse me, is Siva in currently?
The barkeep looks at you and goes, "Who?"
Who? What? Oh no.
Siva. She owns this bar.
This is my bar.
The tavern in general, the whole building. She owns it.
Barkeep looks at you incredulously.
When did you start owning this?
He shoots you a funny look. Make a wisdom saves check? Yeah, make a wisdom check, please.
But that's my worst skill. 7.
And he looks familiar.
He doesn't look like the big muscly guy, right?
Which muscly guy?
From the very beginning, who was with Siva.
No.
When we fought Gilbert. Okay. Jesus Christ. Soul just looks confused and starts to walk over to the back room and knocks.
Alright, you knock on the door. The door opens, and Siva's standing there. You're like face to face with her, and she takes just an instant to realize what has happened.
You're
Soul,
okay.
You're back.
Hey. Soul's in a very different outfit from when they left.
Siva's probably wearing a very similar dress to the kind she typically wears.
Gotcha.
Often with black and red colorations.
The barkeep didn't seem to recognize the name I gave when I said Siva.
The barkeep sticks his tongue out at you. It's the same barkeep that's been here the entire time.
Yeah, that's what I figured, but I was so confused. Look, it's been a rough life this year.
And it's only March.
Oh, it's March? Is it fucking March already?
In game now.
In game?
No, we're still in February.
February.
Oh,
In
God.
game, it's February 23rd.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was March 1st.
Oh, shit. Oh, I thought I was gonna have a panic attack. I was like, we gotta go now! Yeah, I thought I'd have a million things to say, and now all I can hear in my ears currently is my heart beating, and that's really awkward to say out loud. I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Stressed, probably. It's been a journey. Are you okay?
Yeah. What brings you back to this part of the neighborhood?
I was gathering some items before I went to talk/destroy a big bad monster. Awkward smile.
Still in the heroing business, huh?
Yes. And Soul has a sad smile in response while saying yes. Almost everyone's here. If you wanted to say hi.
Of course.
Soul steps back to give Siva the room to leave her own goddamn room.
She steps out and goes and greets each of the people in the tavern
That she recognizes.
Has she been told that Marcus died?
Nope.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay. So she looks around and she basically says hi to Lovette. She goes over, she greets Vera and Karis, kind of making her rounds around, and she goes all the way back over to Soul. Siva comes back around and asks them where their halfling friend is.
Soul smiles. He's passed on.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had no idea.
Soul shrugs. It happened. Nothing we can do about it now. What's in the past is in the past. We can only move forward for a better future, right?
Siva nods.
So, one of my companions, and Soul gestures to Petravian at the other side of the bar, or the tap room to begin with. He sort of got in trouble a bit and has to lay low. I paid for his leave. He was in jail.
Yes, on that matter. Siva, how much would it cost me to perhaps get the out of with my case?
And I assume you were part of the disturbance in the bazaar today?
Yes, maybe just a part of it.
How bad did it get?
I don't think anyone got hurt. Well, anyone who didn't deserve it.
Well, that would make it a little bit cheaper then. A few gold in the right people's hands, and they tend to forget about things like this.
Right?
Do you want from me?
She thinks for a moment and shakes her head. It's okay.
Sure?
Yeah, it's not a problem.
Okay. I'm going to say what is that I'm going to have some plans. I'm going to need some money now.
Thank you, Siva.
She turns around and looks at you. It's the least I could do. You've all done so much. I just consider this a way I can help.
Thank you. And it's been a very long night, so I don't think it's wise for us to go traveling tonight until the morning. How does everyone feel about that? Soul calls across the tap room.
We're already here.
I know, Vera.
You asked.
I just asked if it was okay. I didn't ask if we were here.
Yes.
Thank you.
Jeez.
Soul kind of twirls around Siva and goes up to Vera. Come on, Vera. You don't have to be so tense.
We're literally so close to being up against Clark. I think it's okay to be a little bit tense.
I understand. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to bring some smiles to us right now.
Appreciate it, Soul.
Soul has a sad smile and pats the air around Vera.
The air feels nice.
That's good. I respect your boundaries as your best friend. So, if you're all wanting to, I can spend the money to rent us rooms at the Elegant Olive if we want, or wherever you guys want to go. Soul's just announcing this.
Going to let us spend money, so last time they weren't really keen on that.
Soul looks over at Siva.
She is kind of still standing in the same spot, and she sort of looks like she's beside herself right now. She sort of has a sad expression on her face.
Soul walks back over to her. Hey, is everything okay here?
Yeah, I didn't expect someone to have fallen.
Soul has a blank expression.
We must have let the people see that. We're probably going to lose a few now.
He fell the way he wanted to, though.
We did.
Shut up, Connor.
I was doing a maybe.
Look, I'm trying to make it positive for her so she doesn't have to worry too much, okay?
Of course, you all can stay here or at a nearby inn.
Soul reaches their hand out for Siva. If she wants to place a hand or if she needs to be held. Soul's not really sure what to do.
Siva's not really sure what to do either. She sort of like slowly moves her hand out, and she's deciding whether or not to take your hand. Eventually she does.
We can talk about it if you want.
She'll nod.
You are looking to, perhaps not belly, but donate things to the Temple Eden here. Perhaps you could help us with that.
Sure. You need to make a donation to the Temple of Eden. That's not really that difficult.
If you want to be present, fine. You are a big part of this journey, isn't it?
Yes, that'd be nice.
Soul gives a light squeeze to Siva's hand and then slowly releases it and sees if she retracts her hand or not.
She'll hold there for a little while and then eventually move her hand back to her side.
Okay. Soul's gonna go over to the counter and ask for a bottle of wine for Karis.
This whole time Karis was in the back talking with Burr, but I don't know, did you mention her by name or...
No, just ask for a bottle of wine.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to roll a perception check. She hears the word wine and turns and starts walking to the bar.
Oh, come on. You can't even let it be a surprise.
I heard the magic word.
You knew what I was doing. So, when they get the bottle, they present it to Karis.
She does like a playful bow and accepts it like it's like an award or something.
Oh, come on. Don't be like bro.
She gives you a playful smile and goes over to sit at a table with Burr.
Have fun. Remember you're drinking for me too.
Maybe don't remember that part.
I'm an enabler. So, just hang out tonight and go to bed and then head out in the morning, guys?
So, Karis went over to talk and drink with Burr. Petravian is in the far corner of the room, not doing anything.
He'd like to order some wine, but he didn't want to intrude on Karis and Soul.
What does that have to do with us?
Karis is talking with Burr right now.
Oh, okay.
Was Petravian going to want to order wine as well?
Yes.
And did you want to sit by yourself in the far corner of the room?
He'd like to go up to Vera and see if he could join her.
Fine. So, how was the trip to the stocks?
You smug bitch.
Yeah.
It was first time for everything. Just wish that wasn't that one.
Yeah, I was thinking about going in there one time, but it just doesn't seem like the season.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I'll have to tell all of the newsayers that this is definitely not recommended.
No. Maybe in the fall.
So, I'm going to assume that Lovette was the one that attacked you, then. Is there a reason for this at all?
Yes. I wish to use the Cloak of Resistance. She said no. I said a rather mean thing. And then a large mechanical beast just popped out of nowhere.
Ah, is that the big one with the club tail?
Yes.
That
What
one
do they
worked
call
quite
that?
well. You think I fucking know what that is?
That's not my domain.
It's some kind of automaton thing. I don't know.
It was very, very large. Rather neat, though. Where's Hummel?
Just floating in the fucking mead.
Oh, dear.
He's fine. He's not drinking, he's just asleep.
Takes him out, put him on the table.
He'll be fine.
Can one swim in beer and survive?
This one can. I haven't tried it
Petravian
myself.
Petravian leans very closely. That is one strong bee.
He is strong. I mean, many of them can become this strong, technically, but it takes a bit more to be more than just a common drone.
Well, explain to me how. I'm very interested.
Well, in truth, I don't know all of the details. It's more about how souls work. Once again, it's not my knowledge base, you could say.
Mm.
But when you die in the hive and you follow, you can become closer to Mellifera. And sometimes these bees will become stronger, they'll become more intelligent, and the soul is passed on to these creatures. And
so they're reincarnated?
slightly, in a way they are, but it's more of an afterlife than a reincarnation. They could be reincarnated later if it is allowed by the hive, if their abilities are needed by the hive, but otherwise they'll always be safe with Mellifera.
Well, that seems rather comforting.
It is. It's nice to know that there's always someone that you can fall back on.
Well, I hope one day you all feel that way about me.
You'll have to give us a reason to, Petra.
I know. I'm trying.
So, what did you say to Lovette?
I'm very ashamed.
Vera starts drinking her mead.
It was very rude. She was getting all irate, and then I leaned in and said, "It's very big talk for someone so small."
Spits out the mead and just starts coughing for the next 30 seconds.
I want to believe that you spit Hummel out when you did that.
No, she took him out of the meat already.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Never mind.
And you're telling me that she beat the shit out of you for that?
No, she beat the shit out of me for some other reason.
Sure.
She has a lot of pent-up anger.
Can you blame her? You've
No.
seen what she lost.
Point of reference. Does Petra know that was Lovette's mother?
I mean, when he was carrying her away and she was like, let the fuck go of me, I want to save my mother.
Okay, no,
Maybe
I
you
could
wanna
just...
take that out? I don't know, it seems pretty heavily implied, even though nobody has explicitly said as much.
Okay. To lose one's closest friend and one's mother in one day, I cannot imagine. Well, I can, but...
Well, I can't too. But eventually, it's meaningless in the end. Eventually, you have to forget. Eventually, you have to move on. It only takes time.
You don't have to forget. You just have to... One day it doesn't hurt so much.
Sometimes forgetting can be easier.
Well, that is one way, I guess. He offers some wine to Vera.
I don't really drink that.
Oh, come on, just one.
Fine.
I assume it's from the bottle, or is this
Yeah, it's from the
poured
bottle.
out?
Just
Man,
from
we're
the bottle.
trashy.
God damn. It's not like you guys don't have fucking massive amounts of money. You could live well, but no. Drinking straight out of the bottle.
Petra doesn't have massive amounts of money. What are you kidding me?
I bought you out of jail, you bitch.
So, Vera takes a sip. What is it?
Wine. Good wine.
Okay.
Taste-wise.
Good wine
How-
is that's a very wide statement.
Oh,
Is it
Oh.
sweet?
Is it
Probably
is it
the
red?
best
Is it
part.
white?
it's a sweet red. Rosé, I believe?
It's like a rosé. All
That's
right.
not a red.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
It's a rosé.
How sweet is it, would you...
Oh, it's sweet.
It's sweet for wine, is what he means to say.
Is it also bitter at all, or like
No.
to have that, or tart?
No,
I mean?
rosés can be very, very,
It-
very sweet.
Might be a little bit tart, but it's going to mostly be sweet. It's probably not as sweet as a Moscato, but it's still pretty sweet.
Those are good.
Moscatos are like drinking candy.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, Vera starts coughing and just is like, nope, it's.
Really?
I'll stick with this, and I'm gonna pour more honey into my meat.
You sweet tooth.
Yeah,
You really like that? Really, really like the sweet stuff, don't you?
It's what I've always drank. I do not understand how you people can drink this just horrible, bitter, tart, everything. Everything just has such a horrible flavor.
Everything tastes terrible. Vera.
Mm-hmm.
Petravian looks at the bottle, it's just like, I mean, it's no honey mead, but for a wine, it's rather sweet.
It's not my thing.
Oh. Well, then, to each their own.
Quite.
And to good health, and Petravian looks down to Hummel, and maybe to sobriety.
That's not going to happen.
No?
Now, I've tried. Well, it's not really trying. I told him to. And he doesn't listen.
Ah, I know that feeling. Chisel's a bit of a hill most of the time, but he means well.
So where did you find this deer?
Oh,
It's like the same thing.
well, deer little was smaller, but it's roughly the same thing. Don't let him hear you say that.
Deer, elk, halfling, gnome, it's the same thing, Petra.
Damn.
He's very sensitive about that.
just breeze over that one.
No, he's very sensitive. I made that mistake once, and, well, I got a hoof to the head.
Better not hit me.
No.
That'd be a poor choice on his part.
Yeah, but he's just sensitive, that's all. I mean, we've been together for, well, longer than he should be alive, but then again, you saw the little stone version, right?
Did I see the stone version? I did not see him in the bar. Yeah, I did not see the stone version.
Oh, okay. To
Well,
that
that's
end,
fine. You can still say that. Trapping and
Yeah.
have a bad memory too. It's not fucking unique to Skrewy.
well, I can carry him as a tiny stone version of an elk, and for all intents and purposes, it just stops his aging. And, well, we haven't been together for a very long time.
We are separated?
No, just what I was doing, I didn't want him to get hurt.
Wait, is he okay in there?
Don't you? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
He's
Perfectly
okay
fine.
with that. I mean,
Yes.
is that why he looks so pissed off all the time?
No. I just think that's him. I think he's just getting a little grumpy nowadays. But he's got a good heart.
I'm sure. Is anyone else want to have a conversation, by the way?
Yeah.
All right, so Karis is going to wave Lovette to sit over at the table with her and Burr. And when Lovette sits down, Karis is going to say, "So Lovette, I heard you caused a bit of commotion earlier." She kind of has a bit of a grin on her face.
I suppose. Commotion seems easy to cause these days. Cudgel thought that he could push me around and slaughter me.
Really?
I'm afraid so.
Wow, he can be a real idiot, huh?
Sorry, Skrewy.
Quite dangerous, in fact. Well, perhaps not too dangerous, but just, keep your eyes out.
I mean, do you think he's safe to travel with? We don't really know him that well.
I don't know if we have much of a choice. It seems like everyone is on the same page, but it is continuing this way. But as long as we all make it to the battle, then I guess another pair of hands wouldn't help.
She nods. I mean, if it's just pairs of hands we're after, I can always hit up a graveyard. I know a pretty good one pretty close to here.
Yeah, they might be able to look out for you in particular. I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
She smiles, remembering back the last time she was there.
Is there also something I wanted to talk to you about, Alice?
Of course. What's up?
Just, I want to understand the nature of what is going on with souls up you come, you know?
Oh, touches her fingers together, like her index fingers together. I don't completely understand it. They came to me yesterday morning and said that they had gotten stronger and that I could touch them now. I didn't really understand how or why, but it's true.
Well, my one device seemed to work out okay. I wanted to try something else, but I haven't really shown anyone this yet, and I'm pretty sure it's going to startle everyone who sees it. Let me put it this way. You know how you... I apologize for saying this in this company, but you asked me before how you know if you're going crazy, and I, at the time, felt the same way. Well, don't worry too much, because you'll know. I am going to pull back my coat, and at just above hip level, or at the ribs level, attached to her back, I have Colm's left mechanical arm and Daria's right mechanical arm grafted onto me.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
What the fuck?
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy!
Can we at least try this?
What is that?
Can I do a perception check at this point?
I don't really think you would need to.
I just want to know if I notice that Karis is distressed. Otherwise, I would have ignored it.
Okay.
She's, I wouldn't say distressed. Her eyes have gone wide as she's trying to understand what the hell she's even seeing.
Sol slowly looks over. But I think from that angle, I don't think Sol would be able to see what's inside Lovette's coat.
Lovette, what is that?
I don't really know how to explain it.
Did you do this? Or did those do those to you? I don't understand.
I think just
But why?
can't really explain it. Like I said, you know when you've gone crazy. You just stop doing things that you don't understand.
Do they work?
Move them around.
I mean, I'm kind of disgusted, but I'm also really impressed at the same time.
Okay, I can understand that. I'll appreciate what I can from that.
I mean, aren't those the pieces from your rivals?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess I just needed to carry out the reminder of what I had done.
I mean, does it hurt?
A little. Not much more than the gauntlet does.
Huh. I mean, I think they're interesting. I don't know if I would ever put, like, extra skeleton arms on myself.
I just want to know if you can touch them without,
Are you sure?
Sure. We will know until we try.
She's gonna cautiously reach a hand over.
Give her a handshake with the opposite mechanical hand.
Karis cautiously reaches her hand out toward Lovette.
Well, if it works okay, then I'll clasp the other hand around it.
Okay. So you reach a mechanical hand over and you clasp it, and I'm not sure how to describe the sensations that you get from these things.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that you do get some tactile response and feedback from these, but it's probably rudimentary at best.
Mm-hmm.
It probably doesn't feel like you're actually touching something with your physical.
No, it's more like I know I'm touching something.
Yeah, like you consciously know that you're touching something, but you don't really like feel it in the same way.
Mm.
And that happens with Karis' hand. It doesn't really feel like holding a hand, and Karis just is doing that. And it's not hurting you, but Karis still looks kind of worried. She asks if you're okay.
Well, it's not as warm as soil, but I hope this is something.
It's certainly interesting, and it is kind of cold.
Sorry about that. I might be cold in general by late now.
That's because your midriff is showing. You gotta cover that up. Come on. It's in the dead of winter, sweetheart. You need to cover that shit up.
Shut up, Mom!
Shut up, Tails!
Well, I guess that works.
What do you plan to do with this? Are you going to keep modifying yourself?
It wasn't really a planned thing. I just kind of happened.
Huh.
I was just frustrated. I needed to work on something.
Was Lovette doing this in the cart?
Yeah,
On the boat.
apparently. On the boat. Okay.
Yeah.
On the boat?
Hmm.
Fucking nasty.
I mean, like I said, I've seen worse things, so it doesn't really like freak me out or anything. But
God, I didn't really want to freak you out. That was not my fault.
it's a bit of a change for you. You're going to have to modify your clothes now.
Why is the coat in here? What's that? What is it? Okay. But I thought about that. It does make working on things easier. Kind of wiggle all my fingers.
I wonder if it means you can use multiple crossbows now.
I thought about that as well. If I could be a smaller one, and I could have one in each of these hands, and then a larger one in my other hands.
She continues to hold your hand.
And Burr's there.
And Burr's there. He says nothing. He's sitting there. No one's really paid much attention to him. If you'd like to make a perception check.
I would love to! God, I love rolling.
That's a 21 on Vera's side.
Alright, cool.
17?
Anybody that got above a 20, which so far is only Vera. And I think it was Soul's enthusiasm that destroyed their roll there.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so it looks like only Vera notices that Burr just sort of looks really out of place right now. He just sort of looks confused. He hasn't been introduced to anybody. He doesn't really know what's going on. And this whole being in a city is extremely new to him. So he just looks really, really uncomfortable.
He's just like faded into the back.
Yeah, very much so. He's very much faded to the back, and he's living that truth right now.
I've been that guy too many times. I understand her. We're just like, these people all know each other, and I don't really know anything.
I don't know any of these people. I don't know what's going on, and I'm just really uncomfortable right now, and I kind of just miss a wet, damp swamp.
That's interesting. They'll keep drinking their mead.
Yeah.
And do nothing.
And do nothing about it.
Yep. This is what happens when only Vera perceives things.
Well,
Captain Crunch. Oops, only Vera.
Oops, all Vera's. I mean, I fully don't expect you to have done anything, or anyone to have done anything about it. He's just uncomfortable at a seat right there. That's all.
You know Sol would have done something.
I know for a fact Solo had done something. Oh my god! This is Siva.
Sol's busy.
I am very distracted and nervous.
Well, that's definitely going to remember that as he did feel included and everything. Like, be like, do you think the Burr fellow plays? And she'd be like, no, he seemed fine.
Yeah. Burr's gone, guys. You know where he went? I don't know.
He's literally in this room with us, guys.
He was fitting in so well.
You'd be like, yeah, when that dragon guy gets back. Oh, there you are. I didn't see you there.
This is Sol and Siva time.
So, how have things been?
Fine, I guess. I've made some advances and inroads with a few different parts of the Syndicate. I think things are going well here.
That's good. Been to Boquete lately?
No, not really.
Gotcha.
I tried once, but I lost my appetite.
Grimace. Is there any questions you have for me? If I could help ease your mind about Marcus, or if you want to know anything, I just don't know where to start, so...
She blinks a few times and thinks, I suppose the only question I have is, where do we stand?
All the windows shatter.
I don't know. I don't really know how you feel about me, and I've been gone for a while, and I've changed quite a bit. A lot of things have happened, and I don't even know if I'm the same person who left.
I'd like to find out. What's changed so much about you, aside from your clothes?
Well, do you want to start with just big news that'll just really surprise you and probably catch you off guard, or should I try to ease into that portion?
Eyebrow raised. What kind of big news?
You need to just be ready if I'm gonna say this, okay?
She's starting to look annoyed.
Okay, I'm pregnant, jeez!
She closes both of her eyes and kind of nods a couple times. Okay.
I learned that I'm very similar to my father. He has multiple partners, and it turns out I, as a person, like multiple people, and I'm really weird. And if you're not okay with something like that, I get it.
She's thinking. I know that you were betrothed.
Yes.
And I'm guessing that's the father?
Yeah.
Just how much like your father are you?
Well, I personally would plan to actually be involved with my partner's lives, as sometimes he just has a kid and doesn't talk to him, apparently. I can't believe I had to tell him. I met one of my half-siblings. Her name was Rose. She was adorable. But he never even met her. I had to tell him to meet her. How ridiculous is that? I am going to be so much better than that. I love my daddy, don't get me wrong. But he could be better.
And just how many partners do you have?
That depends.
Eyebrow up again.
You. If I count you...
Do you count me?
I would like to. 3.
So who's this mysterious second partner then?
His name is Alec.
She starts to grimace a little bit.
Okay. This is going great.
It's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, because it's a guy.
Look, I don't meet a lot of women that just get me, okay? And Soul's got their face in their hands, and they're feeling very flustered.
Anyways, his name is Alec. He's from Dereham. He's going to help me start a spy organization.
I heard all of them smell like fish.
I
Everyone,
don't
the Derehamish are fishy people.
know. It's kind of cold.
Do they
It's
smell
ice
like
skating.
fish?
Do they smell like fish?
I mean, they do have a lot of fish in their diet, and it's a sort of a superstitious thing that mainlanders will believe. That since they eat so much fish, it makes them smell like fish.
No, they smelled like people.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
What? I mean, they eat fish. That's normal there. Probably a really good diet, actually.
I mean, I'm happy for you. I just haven't heard from you in so long. I did
I know.
get this message. She reaches and pulls a paper out of a belt pouch. It was delivered by a very enthusiastic harpy.
Wait, I didn't give her a paper.
Could've wrote it down.
Wrote it down.
Yeah,
She's like, I'll forget.
yeah,
Wait.
probably
Do-
the case.
Do harpies write with their mouth?
No,
No, they're claws.
no, they're with
Claws?
talons. Yeah,
Okay.
they're very dexterous. So in that case, she pulls out a note and she says, "It wasn't even in your handwriting."
I just told her to give a message. I didn't realize she would write it.
I mean, the words still sounded like yours, so I hope.
Wait, what does it say?
She opens it up and hands it to you.
Does it have the descriptor of
What
what
was-
Siva looks like?
And what was your message?
It was very general, like, I hope you're doing well, I miss you a bunch, please be safe, I'll try to contact you again soon. However, before the message, Sol was describing Siva in very specific detail, and I'm trying to see if that's in the letter too, that she added it for spice or something.
That's not part of the letter, thankfully.
Whew, yep, that is definitely me.
The letter says, black-haired vixens in your area.
Yeah.
Kyle!
A buxom, raven-haired sorceress. Well, I'm glad it made it to me, and I was happy to hear from you when you contacted me after this. I wasn't sure you had, well, when you left, I wasn't sure what you were going to do about your betrothal, if you were going to go through with it or not.
Yeah, I probably will since it's expected of me. However, Gro knows about everything.
She nods, and he's alright with everything?
Yes. He at least knows and has said okay.
Well.
I'm sure everyone feels weird about it. I know I'm not normal, and it's still kind of new for me. I don't exactly know how to do things right, but I'm trying.
She nods, accepting your answer, and she looks a little bit more relaxed than she did before.
Awesome.
A little bit more relieved, you think. In fact, make a sense motive.
Okay. I can do that. 24. Tell me, DM Daddy.
Yeah, you get the sense that she is relieved to hear that you haven't forgotten about her, basically.
That's
She
it.
seems a bit more relaxed.
Alright.
Does anyone else have any pressing business for the evening?
Nope.
Okay.
What are people doing for...
So in that
Sleep
case,
marriages?
Siva will offer accommodations at the Elegant Olive for everyone, and she'll probably give a knowing glance over to Sol as she offers them.
Soul nods vigorously.
Karis is a bit apprehensive to go back to the Elegant Olive because she knows that people are going to try to touch her.
That's right.
Just tell them Siva doesn't want you to be touched.
But yeah, she won't argue with, going to a nice place for the evening. It'll be a nice change of pace from a bedroll.
And a tent.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we'll head over there.
All right. The party goes over to the Elegant Olive. The staff recognizes you and immediately gives you the star treatment, as they always do. So unless anyone has anything that they would like to do out of the ordinary, we will call it a night.
Nope, nothing here. Is that going to be a night?
Yep. So that's going to take us to the dawn of the 24th of February. That'll put us right about 8 a.m. The Elegant Olive.
Guess who's making breakfast, bitches?
So we get one of those breakfast rolls.
We get a famous soul breakfast roll.
The Wizzy?
That's Wizzy. Come on. 14!
Oh,
Pretty good.
I want to see a net 1.
Above average!
So the Elegant Olive will prepare a fine meal, as it always does, for the rest of the party when they wake up. How does Petravian feel about all of this? Being that I believe he'd be the only one to have never been there before.
Other than Burr.
Other than Burr, but Burr's not going to say a damn thing about it.
It was just the normal inn experience, right?
I mean, it's a very fancy inn, so I just didn't know what Petra's reaction to it would have been.
Because he's never been to it.
And the employees are terrified, I assume.
Yeah.
So,
They're terrified.
Yeah,
Yes.
and they're vigorously helping.
I'm assuming they don't. As you mentioned, Oreads are exceedingly rare. If they didn't want to, he wouldn't be surprised.
If they didn't want to what?
If they didn't want to attend to him, he wouldn't be
Well,
surprised.
They do want to. More than is possibly comfortable.
Well, nice change of pace for him then.
We don't care what race you're, Petra.
Well, I mean,
Vera.
what?
I mean, Sarah, he's very relaxed. Beardy, any dreams last night or no? Anything special?
No, I don't think anything special.
Okay. Then in that case, he just comes back and just looks relaxed. That's about it.
All right. If nothing else odd from the rest of the party or anything out of the ordinary, then everybody meets back at the Heartstring Tap House at about 9 a.m., where you find Siva and Sol enjoying a nice meal.
Breakfast together in the morning.
Yeah.
What is it?
What did they prepare?
Okay. So, they made a pretty basic meal. Bacon, omelets, oatmeal. But everything has a little sprig of parsley in it on the top.
Ew.
God.
Callback.
Ugh.
Because Sol wanted it to look fancy. They're very well-meaning.
Just throw parsley on it. It'll be fancy.
It looks fancy then. So I haven't really been cooking that often, so it's probably not the best, but I tried.
So I'm guessing the oatmeal's a little overdone and the bacon's a little underdone.
The oatmeal's way too sugary.
Okay.
The bacon's definitely underdone.
Is it possible to underdo bacon?
It's a more
Yeah.
fatty one, which is probably more of what Sol likes anyways.
To make it more chewy and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Fucking love it.
That's underdone.
That's called good bacon.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Once it's done, it's horrible.
Nah, you gotta get... Come on, guys. You don't like your...
I want
turns
to feel like I'm ripping into an animal.
turns to powder in your mouth.
Mm.
Crunchy bacon.
Like Thanos snapped and...
Where it just tastes like coffee powder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Fuck is
But
wrong?
everyone around you still like, this is the best bacon I've ever had.
And you're like...
Crunch, crunch, crunch. This bacon's so good. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It's like,
Anyway,
yes.
Anyway.
And the omelet, it's got way too much stuffing. It kind of just looks like it's slightly scrambled somehow.
Wait, the omelet looks
The
scrambled?
omelet looks slightly scrambled.
It kind of came apart in the pan, but
Yeah.
they did their best.
You tried real hard,
I
baby.
tried real
Tried
hard.
real hard. It's good.
You wanted to impress your girl.
I did want to impress my girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Thanks.
Well, did we have something to do?
we were going to put Marcus's items in Eden's Park,
Oh,
Right? That was the plan, right?
I have a plan for that to be helpful, but I don't know if anybody wants to hear it.
Oh.
But Lovette knows what he can do now, so if you want to avoid digging a hole, Petra can essentially just
I don't think we're going
place
to
them in
bury
the
it.
ground.
are we donating it?
Yeah, we're donating it.
Oh, donating, that's right.
Siva, you're coming with us to donate Marcus's items, right?
Of course.
Alright.
Soul holds out their arm for Siva.
Siva will take it and kind of hang off your arm.
She's shorter than you. So cute. Yeah. Little human. Yeah, yeah.
You all make your way down to the city park. There are a handful of people milling around, seem to be waiting for someone. When they see you arrive, they kind of congregate together, and you see that it is a small collection of clerics.
Oh.
They're wearing iconography of stylized tree.
Does it look like they normally come here, or like they're waiting for us?
They're waiting for you guys.
Soul looks nervously at Siva.
Yeah, I'm looking nervously around.
I told you I was going to summon for them, didn't I?
Yeah, I just...
There's a lot more people than I thought there'd be.
There's only 3 of them.
I suppose I'm just not very
We can count Petrie, technically.
used to people waiting fast.
Yeah, without
Who
wanting
has
to
this
arrest
stuff?
us. I believe you do. Don't you?
Alright. Well, then I will.
No,
No, oh, is it in the cart? It's in the cart still.
it's in the cart.
Okay, we need to grab that first.
Oh, okay.
Let's just say we did that.
Sure.
That's
Yeah,
why
let's just
I-
say that
that's
you
why I
all
was
stopped.
asking who has it, is
at the
because
carriage,
I was
so-
wondering who got it from the cart.
Okay. So you're each carrying an item then.
I'll do the cloak.
Okay. I'll have his breastplate then.
Alright. So you all walk up, and the priests will greet you. They'll ask like some basic questions, and they'll ask if you have any words you would like to say about Marcus.
Oh, well, they were more than informed than I was well.
He did everything he could for what he believed in.
He's a hero of this church, I believe, and a good person on the front.
How's Soul doing?
Soul's not saying anything. But they've got one eye crying. The other eye can't cry.
Let's make sure that he is remembered as hero for what he's done. If you can.
They ask you all to choose a tree. Choose a type of tree.
Not for
What kind of trees?
like one choice collectively.
Yeah, they want you all to agree on a tree.
Did Marcus ever talk about trees that he liked?
No. He liked the Eden tree. What kind of tree does Corona turn into? Marcus liked Corona, right?
A walnut tree, right?
Yeah, it's a walnut tree.
Right.
No, why not a walnut tree?
Let's give him the walnut tree.
Walnut.
Alright. They agree, and they begin casting a ritual spell, the 3 of them. From the ground, a tree will erupt and grow into full size. It's perfect.
Soul lightly drops Siva's hand and walks forward and rests their head on the trunk.
When you touch the trunk of the tree, I would like you to I'll have you make a will save.
14.
You are overcome with memories of Marcus. As soon as you lay your hands on it, they sort of start flooding back, and they're in perfect clarity.
Sorry. Well, Soul's crying since I'm crying. And slowly, they fall to their knees, and a very similar position to where Soul was resting their forehead on Vera's shoulder, across from her, in the same position, but resting their forehead on the tree still, on their knees.
So for as long as you've maintained contact with the tree, you are able to see these memories, like I said, in perfect clarity. The priests will explain that basically it's a memorial tree, and anyone who knew Marcus can have those memories back simply by laying a hand upon it. It's sort of the way they memorialize people, rather than to build stone monuments or anything crude and unsophisticated as a statue. They'd much rather do something like this.
Marcus already has a statue.
Exactly.
true.
That's okay.
Yeah. Doesn't need 2 statues.
Soul slowly leans back and rubs their eye, removing the tear, and stands up and allows Lovette to walk forward.
I feel like Lovette almost is going to get angry having those memories.
Did we already give the items to them?
Not yet, but I assumed you
Okay.
set them down.
Yeah, I'd probably set them down on the tree, but Vera will not touch the tree.
I'm gonna rest this sling staff against the tree for sure. And do the same. The soul move back for whoever else wants to pay respect.
Karis is too afraid to touch a living thing.
Soul
What happened?
Soul places the breastplate down. And this is a walnut tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are there walnuts growing off of it currently?
Yes.
I'm going to take one of the walnuts for a thing.
Okay.
Absorbs power.
Actually, I'm going to take 2 walnuts.
Alright.
Thank
you. You can add them to your character sheet as walnut
Marcus's
from...
nuts.
Oh, damn. You know what?
You guys
Yeah.
are the fucking worst.
I know.
Marcus's nuts.
You should put Marcus's nuts in Petravian's huge sack. He's got plenty of space in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done talking to you guys.
So
Way to
we
take,
agreed
like, a
on.
Nice.
We agreed. Sorry.
I was going to say, way to take like a nice touching scene and make it about Marcus's nuts.
Yep. So that's the episode's title, right?
Yeah.
Marcus's nuts.
These nuts.
I'm sorry, but it was kind of funny.
Fuck
A
you.
little funny, right? Kind of funny.
I think he'd be happy with this thing.
I'm sure he would.
Do you think Eden saved him in the end?
I can't say whether or not she did or not. I guess we can always hope.
Yeah.
He deserved it.
Yes, he really did.
I don't think we should leave being saved up to Eden.
What do you mean? There's not much else that we can do.
We can take care of each other.
Oh.
I was talking about Marcus.
I understand. I mean, in the end.
There are other gods. I'm not going to rely on Eden. I just wanted it for Marcus because he wanted it.
I'm saying the important thing is that we were there for him. And he was there for us.
Soul's eye twitches. Yeah.
I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
That is a 31 for Vera.
A 24 for Petra.
Just a 12 for Lovette.
28 for Soul.
Okay. Vera, Soul, and Petravian, you feel the wind has kicked up slightly around you guys. So the three priests will gather up the items and they'll thank you for the donation. They say that they will make sure that much good is done from it. Of course, they'll do that at the end of when this is all over. They're not just going to scoop it up right now. It's there for a while. I should maybe make that more clear.
Well, Vera's going to back up and start heading out.
Well, Siva, we're gonna have to get going. We've got a time limit currently.
I know. But I suppose since you've talked to your fiancé about everything and he's apparently alright with it, I suppose I'll have to visit a few times.
Agreed. Soul leans over and kisses Siva on the forehead.
Which kind of gives you like a kind of an exasperated look.
What?
Maybe a bit sensitive about her height.
Aw, I think it's cute that she's shorter than me.
Oh wait, that's right. Soul's like
6 feet.
freakishly tall.
Not
Oh
for
no,
an elf.
that's Moo. Never mind.
Oh no, Moo is 6'8".
Yeah.
To answer your question, Petravian is watching a respectful distance back. Just
Not doing
watching.
anything in.
Well, I mean, it's your guy's ceremony. He's not a cleric, he's got a simple paladin. But he's trying to be respectful.
Okay.
Gotcha.
He doesn't want to intrude.
So, we're heading back to our cart to get going?
Mm-hmm.
As you guys head off, I'm gonna stay here for a few moments.
Okay. So, we're heading to the cart. Petrie stayed behind.
Yes. He goes up to the tree and looks up. He puts a hand on the tree and says, I'm sorry I never met you, but they all seem to care very deeply for you. I will try better.
Cool.
See, all you needed for us to like Marcus was for him to die.
Jeez.
I was like, I love that the theme of this session is that everybody loved your old character and misses him and doesn't like your new one at all.
So the way that the memorial tree works is that you have to have memories of the character.
Oh, no, I know. No, I know. I was touching the tree just...
Okay.
you relive the time that Corona told you about Marcus.
Yeah.
That's
It's
it.
really, it's like
Yes.
a gift. Really,
So they have this-
really fast.
So they have this halfling cleric with them that's says he's a cleric of Eden, but he's really not. He's actually like this undead thing, and he thinks he's a cleric of Eden, but he's kind of puppeting this dead body that used to be a cleric of Eden, so he actually does have cleric of Eden powers. It's really kind of fucked up when you think about it. But everyone's gonna love him, and when he dies, everyone's gonna cry. Literally everyone, even the DM.
I didn't cry.
Fuck you.
I this is like telling him about the 5 heroes, and he's like, I thought that they said there were 6 of them. He's like, oh right, the halfling. No, not halfling. Whatever, it's complicated. Don't worry about it.
The halfling that wasn't actually a halfling, but it's okay.
Everyone forgave him in the end.
Yeah. He sacrificed his life for the chance that someone would have a better one.
He didn't.
And
Then everyone did. Everyone had a worse life.
and messed up the DM's story.
Nah. It's fine.
Let's go see Lovette's grandpappy!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
I haven't threatened that one yet.
Yeah.
It's true.
I didn't threaten Siva. I don't think even Siva talked to me.
Oh my god, she would have killed you.
So, you guys are heading out of town?
Yeah, Soul's gonna say their goodbyes, and they'll say, I'll see you soon, okay?
rather than saying anything, Siva just walks up and gives you a kiss on the mouth.
All right.
Oh my god!
Hey, this is main storyline. None of that other stuff.
Yes, please.
Yes, please. There we go.
Oh, there's plenty of that, but that's for the night before.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Siva is going to give Soul a kiss and then see them off.
And we are westward bound.
Alright, you depart the city of Hartenshin, travel west. So the party heads out of Hartenshin and travels west along the road toward the cabin lake house where old Grampy stayed at. Is there anything that you would like to do while in transit?
Yeah, actually, I had a thing, but I don't really... Just out of nowhere. It's just something that Lovette's been thinking about talking to Karis about. Although the way with our card's structured, I feel like conversations are so exclusive.
Well, I mean, in the carriage, it's going to be like you and Karis, Burr.
Oh, God. Lovette
Yeah.
just sitting there while they're, like, making out. Just like... Fun ride, you guys, right?
You've never seen them making out.
No. Just like... Okay. Do we want to talk about? No.
And how long does it take to get there?
Let me pull up the map.
Like a day, I think, right?
Oh, really?
It's going to be less than a day's travel, so about 3/4 of a day's travel.
Yeah, we're gonna get there soon.
Right.
Hey, Callies.
Mm-hmm.
I explained to you how this thing on my arm. Well,
Your glove?
it's got that.
Okay.
Well, you remember the device I built for my how it was supposed to work and how it kind of did not work.
Mm-hmm.
Just sucked the life out of it. But it's kind of based off of that, except for not so crazy and concentrated.
Interesting. So what does it do exactly?
Well, I guess it takes out a little bit of my soul and lets me power the machines with it. I mean, if I get a good night's sleep, it seems to be okay, but...
Do you think that's why no one was ever able to make Archie function?
Well, I got him going before I built it. I built it to control him.
Oh, okay.
I'm just hoping it doesn't have any long-term effects, or maybe I'm hoping it does. I thought maybe it would be someone who knows about this.
I mean, I can maybe make sure that you aren't bleeding out too much energy, but if you don't think it's hurting you over time, then I'm sure you're fine. Do you feel like you're diminished somehow from when you used to be?
Yeah.
That could be for a lot of things, though, right?
It could, yeah.
Let's not think that it's Gauntlet, then. For now, you've gone through a lot recently.
Yeah, that's just the best thing to make it so.
She moves over and sits next to you in the carriage, offers a hand.
Take it with a mechanical hand.
She pats it with the other hand. Well, I think you had a rough time, but I think things will look up. I mean,
Don't really know how they could at this point, but I can see how they can get worse.
how's that?
Alright, if I lose all of you.
No, I think that we're all a bit too tough for that now.
No, it's too tough for that. I'll learn those eventually.
We'll find Glarv and we'll kick his ass. Just you wait.
Oh, I hope so. But I don't really have anywhere to move forward to. The only thing I wanted is gone. It's just eating mountains and finding a place to disappear.
So does that mean you're not interested in helping Soul with that
Well,
spy thing?
I'm not really sure I'm going to meet the cat in time. And quite frankly, that might be a good way to disappear.
I see.
Being a little more honest with you about this, I suppose I would.
Well, I'm not really sure what I can do to help.
You done that out by being my friend.
It's hard to tell, but you think she's giving your hand a squeeze.
I'm like hesitant to squeeze back, so I don't know how I'll control this thing quite so good yet. This did not accidentally crush someone's fingers. Especially Kara, she got real dainty fingers.
Yeah, real low constitution score.
Well, that's that.
Alrighty. So, your carriage ends up making it over to the lake house. It's much the same as you remember it. What would you like to do?
Is it still operating?
Yeah, there appears to be like a stream of smoke coming out of the chimney, and it's standing there next to a lake.
Oh man, Grem doesn't want to do this, but I feel like the character would do this. I'm gonna look over at Petravian. You stay outside, head into the cottage, and presumably if anyone else wants to join, they can.
Vera will join.
Soul's gonna stay with Petravian at the cart. Kinda
Alright.
got in trouble the last time he watched the cart.
That's a good point. So we gotta babysit.
Yeah. Guess who got him out of fucking jail? This kid. The teenager.
Yeah, for sure. Where's Petravian's
You're
life?
practically an
Teenager
adult.
bailed him out of jail.
Hey, Soul's practically an adult.
Thank you. I am.
Alright, so is it only Lovette and Vera going in?
Yup.
Alright.
Is Karis going in?
I mean, she can.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Is she?
Would you like her to?
Lovette's going to imply that anyone's welcome, but not really directly invite anyone in.
So unless any of y'all are vampires, you have the free ability to go in.
The last time Petra
No, you were told to
didn't follow
stay.
instruction. The last time Petra didn't follow instruction, shit happened.
Sure did. It's just like the army all over again, isn't it? You don't fucking talk to your senior officers like that.
Oh, buddy, let me tell you.
So, we go to the door. Vera motions to the door. After you.
Alright, you open the door, and you are greeted by the smell of like cooking food and the sounds of tinkering.
Grandpa?
You hear someone humming in the next room over.
Is Lovette doing anything?
Yeah, I said I want to head over into that next room.
Alright, you take a step into that room, and you see an elderly gnome plugging away at something on a workbench. He does not notice you.
Hello?
He looks up, and he smiles. Make a perception check.
Just Lovette, or?
Yeah, just Lovette.
It's an 18.
Okay. You get the sense that he's being friendly, but he also doesn't recognize you. Well, hello there.
Hello. So?
You've come to bring me some news? Or is it a delivery?
Well, we were just told by some passerbys that there was an old man that could use some company over here.
Huh. Don't know about any old men, but I could use some company. Set a spell. He motions to a stool near him.
So I don't know how much it transfers through, but Lovette is really fighting back the tears as she goes over and sits down.
Vera's just looking around at all the knickknacks around the house.
So you don't get a lot of visitors out here, then, Mr.
Oh, I get visitors sometimes. I think.
Oh, that's good. Any good stories? I heard something about the clockwork master from this mile. I had to see it for myself.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say clockwork master, but yeah. I mean, there's plenty of us here.
I don't know, I heard something about a sinking mechanical man.
Well, I never really got the prototype to work all that well.
Oh, well, it's doing pretty well. And start Archie's Tower now. Find a room with a high ceiling. There's no rooms with high ceilings. This is a Gnomish house.
No, it's a Gnomish house. All the ceilings are kind of low, so a large creature would not fit very well.
No, but we're at least 30 feet from the entrance.
Yeah,
Level
that's fair.
outside.
Alright. Well, so what brings you here today?
Just passing slow, I guess. And wait, something that I might need to show you.
He looks somewhat confused. Well, alright. Is it a delivery?
It's a glass report. It is hard to explain. I'll reach my hand out for him.
For Desmond?
Yes.
Well, what do you want?
I need to show. This is outside. It is not going to fit inside the building.
Oh. Alright. He pushes himself up off the stool and kind of hobbles his way to the front door of the house.
I heard a rumor. Is it true that you had a half-elven granddaughter?
That sounds right.
That sounds like it
I know my...
must have been trouble.
I don't know about that. You wouldn't happen to know them, would you?
We've spoken from time to time.
Oh, that's good. So what are you here to show me?
So I'll bring him out to, hopefully by now Archibald is unfolded.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the prototype that you said you could not get working. Someone managed to get it working, I guess, and it came by to say hello.
Archie says hello in Cog. Huh, why don't you look at that? Looks almost like my sketches of Archibald from way back. Though he's real big, and looks like he was put together by a Nimrod. Those compressors are all backwards. And then those cooling the fins up there, are too close together.
I don't know, I think it looks cool that way. I mean, I flew myself.
Sure, it looks cool, but it's not very efficient. Anyway, I'm tired.
I love this guy.
He turns and walks back to his workbench. You tell whoever made that he stole my idea.
Oh,
He sits down in a comfortable chair and just kind of looks tired. Hey, you. Yeah, no, the other one. Yeah, you.
What?
yes.
Come here.
Do that.
He's sitting in front of a fireplace in a comfortable-looking chair. Hand me that blanket, would you?
Gus.
Yeah. He takes it and wraps it over himself. That's better. Well, hope my delivery comes soon.
Make sure that it does.
Good. Well, it's good seeing you, I guess. You seem kind of familiar. He thinks for a moment and then kind of loses himself in thought and then just stares at the fire.
It's not so Come on, Val.
Vera will head out with Lovette.
Archie's going to walk over and pick Lovette up off the ground and give them a hug.
You want a hug back?
Oh, you guys are out here a lot faster than I thought you would be.
Vera has this awkward kind of face on. It's like an uncomfortable face.
We've all
Alright.
been there.
I assume that you guys want to get on the road.
Yeah, we should probably take this out.
Yeah, probably.
Alright. Alright, kitties, get in.
Alright, party loads up on the carriage and travels west along the road on your way to what? Fuchsdorf Castle?
That's where we're going, I guess.
Alright, in that case, that is where we'll call it a day.
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to Protagonist for the theme music and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under Kenishra. Until next time.